This is Abhishek. Today we're gonna talk about one of the most used techniques for the web apps as well as for the mobile application, that is local storage and session storage. Okay, today we're gonna focus on local storage. So most of the times user wants to store their data locally just because of to improve their performance or just for the temporary data. Okay, if we compare this, this is just like a storing a cache values, right? Most of the times if you use your mobile applications or your browsers, you will see the lots of cache is stored inside the browsers, right, or inside your mobile as well. Okay, if you clean that, the whole applications or web apps will get reset. Okay, so today we are talking about local storage. Okay, here are some questions which we are gonna focus on that, right? The first of all, what is local storage, and then how we can use it in our web apps and mobile applications, and what is the security if you store the data inside the local storage, right? These are the basic questions. Okay, the first ones, as I told you, that when the local storage comes into the picture, right? Whenever we need to store data locally, right, at that time we need to use the local storage, right? Suppose, let's take an example. Okay, if you want to store your username and password, okay, just like remember me features, if you want to develop a remember me features in your mobile applications, then what will you do? Okay, first of all, we will store the username and password inside the local storage, and whenever application gets open, we will get the details from the local storage and execute, right? Okay, now I think you got the clear idea about the local storage. Okay, how we can use it in our web apps and mobile apps. Okay, currently we are focusing on web apps, and for the mobile applications I'll set it the phone gap, right, or cross platform mobile apps. Okay, by using a Cordova, right? That we will discuss a little bit later. Okay, and what about the security? I have already given you example like storing the username and password inside the local storage. Okay, but what about security? Okay, if you store your sensitive data inside the local storage, okay, that means it a little bit unsecure, right? Then what will be the secure way? So whenever you store your data inside the local storage, you have to encrypt your sensitive data. But I would like to tell you that do not store your sensitive information inside the local storage, right? Suppose what kind of data we can store in? Suppose my mobile applications gets the value from the server, okay, at the login time. So what I will do, I will just request first time. Okay, I'll check for this local storage. If I do not have any other data inside my local storage, I will send a request to the server, get all the data inside the mobile applications, and then we'll store that data into the local storage, right? Now whenever user loads the second time applications, then I'll get the data from the local storage showed to the user, and then inside the background I'll try to get that latest data from the server. Okay, what will happen in this? So user will get logged in automatically, or he will get the informations fastly. Okay, and inside the background we will take the request, we will send a request to the server for the latest information, right? That means the user experience will get a little bit easier and smoother, right? And the informations, if you store this local the server latest information inside the local storage, that will doesn't like, we cannot say this is the security questions will not come into the pictures, right? Because we are showing the data to the viewer, right? So the most important thing that you have to take a decision what kind of data you can store inside the local storage and what kind of data you cannot, right? So here we will firstly focus on this question, how we can use it in our web apps and mobile apps, right? So here I have a browser. Okay, suppose we are creating a web page, right? Now there are more questions, okay, like how can you trace the data stored in the local storage? I'll show you that, but before that I'm creating a simple structure by using a Visual Studio, or you can use any other editor which you like. Okay, here I have a simple h1 will store the local value. Okay, after that a button for the setting local storage, the other button for getting the local storage, and how we can clear the local storage which we have stored. Okay, so this is our structure, right? And if I set, suppose I would like to save the data inside the local storage. Okay, suppose I'll set it Abhishek, right? If I set the local storage, okay, the value is set it successfully, right? And now if I click on the get local storage, it will fetch from the local storage, right? Now the biggest question is how I can know the particular local storage is created. Okay, so for that we can see inside the developer tools, inside the application. Okay, if you focus inside the local storage, here is a file, this is my key and this is my value. Okay, that means this is stored in a pair. You have to provide a key and value. Here my key is my key and value is Abhishek, right? Okay, now I'll show you the code so you will get a clear idea. Okay, suppose how we can set the local storage. It's very simple. Okay, what we have done here, I have called a function called set local storage, right? And we are taking a value of text box, that is the txt value, right? I'm storing that value in a local variable and then assigning a value to the my key. Now what is my key? The my key is a key, like you can also write this as a set item. Here you have to provide your key, that is my key, and your value by specifying a second parameter, that is value. Okay, this is the standard way, but you can specify like this. Okay, whatever you like, right? So here we have created a key and then value. Okay, now for taking value from the local storage, get local storage, here I have checked what I have checked. The local storage has the key my key, that means it will check is there any key stored in the local storage by name of my key, right? If you see inside the yes, there is a key my key. Okay, and then we are getting that values by using the key and again assigning it to the h1 tag, right? So whenever I click on get local storage, it will provide me the value. Okay, now the second question comes inside the picture, that is how long the local storage is stored inside the browser. Okay, what happens if I close the browser? Let's check it out. Okay, if I am closing the browser, right, and again I am opening the file and directly want to get my that last value, the get local storage. If I click here, I'll get the value, right? Why? Because we have stored that inside the local storage. Okay, if I see here, my local storage is still there. Okay, but if you reset your browser or you clear your cache, then this values will get lost. Okay, so whenever you would like to store your temporary data, just because of any boolean parameters or for the performance optimizations for your data, okay, you can store that inside the local storage as a string format, right? Note my words, string format. Okay, if you want to store your JSON object inside the local storage, that is not possible, right? Cause object is cannot be stored inside the local storage. You have to convert that object into the stringify, okay, string format, then only you can store the data inside the local storage. Okay, now I want to programmatically clear my local storage. Then how can I do that? Okay, just here I have created a function clear local storage. See, whenever I click on the clear local storage, it will clean my local storage. Okay, now for that, it's very simple. On the click event of local storage, we have called clear local storage, and it will clear all my keys, right? Suppose here I'm creating one more key. Remember me equals to true. Okay, and then I'm creating a session again with the same name, set local storage. We have created two local storage, one with the name of my key and the second with the name of remember me. See, okay, we'll got the values. And now if I clicked on clear local storage, it will clear both the keys, right? Now the one more questions is there. Suppose if we want to clear a single local storage value, then how we can do that? Okay, so here I'm creating a button to clear a specific local storage. Okay, the function name is clean single key. Here I'm declaring that. Okay, now we know that we have a two local storage with the name of my key and remember me. Okay, and now remember me, I would like to remove the remember key. Then it's a very simple local storage dot, see, if I use the clear, then I do not have to pass any parameter just like before. Okay, so it will clear everything. Okay, we have a remove item method. We have to pass the key name. The key name is remember, remember me. Okay, so I'm reloading the page. I'm checking. Oops, I do not have any key available. So first I'll create two keys, and then we'll click on the clear a specific local storage. That means the remember me, right? See, the remember is not available anymore, right? Okay, there are one more the different ways to access the local storage. Okay, here I am accessing it directly my key values, right? Or you can also write like local storage dot get item, and the item name is my key. Okay, or you can also access it via index. Okay, if you notice, whenever we create a local storage key value pair, it will created one by one. Okay, that means you can also access it by the index 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and what so on, right? The local storage dot get item, sorry, local storage dot let's access it via index. I'll set local storage of 0. Let's check what happened. Get local storage, it's giving undefined local storage dot of key 0, right? So here let's check, we have a values, yes we have, and then clicked on my key, right? I'm specifying the key or key that is 0, or we have to pass like this, local storage dot key 0. Okay, it will, oops, I have cleared everything. Okay, no problem, we'll create it one more time. Set, we have a 2 local storage, and then we'll get a local storage, it will provides me the 0, and then if I set 1, then it will provide me the second one true. Right guys, I hope you guys have understood the local storage, how we can use the local storage. And now just run this page inside by putting the Cordova applications, it will run as it is. Okay, there is not any difference between the running inside the browser or running inside the PhoneGap applications. Okay, it's totally similar, so that's I'm not running inside the Cordova applications. Okay, just try yourself, and if you have any questions, please put down, just comment on my videos. Okay, and don't forget to watch my next videos, because we are going to compare the local storage and session storage. What is the use of local storage and what is the use of session storage? Okay, the next video is most important, because handling the sessions inside the mobiles is very like a tricky points. So just wait for my next videos. Till then, keep learning. Bye bye. And I just want to tell you about my video sponsors, dearmountain.com. Just because of them, I'm recording this video tutorial for you guys. Actually, they are running a coding boot camp, and they provided a different kind of courses like a web development, iOS development, and UX design for the full time and after hours. Okay, the main important point, they'll teach you everything that you need to take a job in this field. Okay, so I would like to request to just check out their website, dearmountain.com, and I have already put down the links inside the description box below. And one more thing, if you do contact with them, just tell them my reference. Okay, till then, keep learning. Bye bye.